Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So we all know belly fat is something that people all over the world are constantly trying to burn and lose all of the time. It's always about belly fat. You have great arms, you have a toned butt, you have toned legs, and you still look at losing that belly fat. A lot of people have this goal. And while we know that some of the main reasons of having belly fat or the inability to lose belly fat could range from anything, be it acidity, be it overeating, be it undereating, be it less sleep or poor quality sleep, be it eating the wrong foods and too much of sugar, under-exercising as well as over-exercising, and hormonal imbalance. You know, if you have a hormonal imbalance, no matter what you do, you will struggle to lose that belly fat. But today, I'm here to talk about one reason why we fail to lose that belly fat, even though we may be on the best diet, we may be exercising well, eating our superfoods, taking a multivitamin, all of that stuff. There's one main reason why we struggle to lose belly fat, and that is sitting. I know all of us have heard the statement before that sitting is the new smoking and all of that stuff, but people, it's a real problem. We are sitting too much. If you actually sit back and reflect on your entire day, minus the 1 hour in the gym, okay, you find that most people struggling to lose belly fat or actually gaining fat in their midriff section and their abdominal section is because they sit too long, and there's a whole science behind it. When you sit for a long period of time, you reduce circulation of blood to your lower body. If you have reduced circulation, you have lower metabolism. Sitting for too long also creates pinched nerves, and then we think we have a problem with our knees and our legs, and we just don't walk because we're in pain all of the time. Sitting for too long gives you a bad posture, especially if you sit with the wrong posture. And let me tell you one thing right now, you could be carrying excess weight, but if you have a great posture, people won't notice that extra weight that you carry. If you carry yourself with that great posture, with your chest up, your shoulders back, and you walk into a room, people will look up and stare at you, not because of your body, but because of your posture. So when you have the right posture, you can have a great body, but you could be slouching all of the time. Thanks for all the likes and the hearts. It makes me feel good. Yeah, you could have a great body, and you could be slouching, and people would just notice you. But you may not have that great a body, but you have that straight back and that posture, and you can walk in a room and people will look at you. That's how important posture is. And our posture today gets damaged when we sit for too long. I know people who do their 1 hour of yoga every single day, their 1 hour of Pilates, which is supposed to improve posture. But then they're sitting for the next 8 to 9 hours and they don't have that posture that doing yoga or doing Pilates should give them. Look at our day. Look at our entire day. We're sitting in cars, we're sitting in the bus, we're sitting in the train, our drivers are driving us. We're living in a world of comfort. Now, there's nothing wrong with comfort except that we understand the meaning of comfort wrong, the same way we understand the meaning of freedom. You see, most people are looking for freedom outside. Most people say, oh, I'll change my job and I'll have freedom. Oh, if my boss quits, I'll have freedom. If I get a better salary, I can live better and I'll have freedom. If I change my country, I'll have freedom. And we do all of these things. Let me change my partner and I'll feel free. But we fail to realize that that's not the definition of freedom, and the only freedom you can ever experience and find is the freedom within you. When you tap that up and you find that everything else doesn't make sense to you. Likewise, comfort. We believe that comfort is living in a nice home, having a nice soft bed, being driven everywhere, dialing our phone number, getting our groceries up, our medicines up, ordering food. That's our definition of comfort. But let me tell you, there are so many people living in comfort and living in pain. You can have that soft cushion and sofa in your living room and you're sitting in it. You're sitting in comfort, but you have knee pain and you have back pain and you don't have your health. Or every night there are millions of people sleeping in the most expensive bed, a Tempur mattress or a heat-controlled bed and all of that stuff, and yet they can't sleep, they're awake, they're insomniac, they have back pain, they have knee pain, and all of that stuff. That's not comfort. Comfort is being able to feel comfortable inside your body and externally as well. So when we look around at comfort today, think about any product, any app. It is designed to make you feel comfortable because that's what humans want. There will be no one who's creating a product for you right now that will not make you feel comfortable. Look at gym equipment. It's just getting more and more comfortable. But what's it robbing us of? It's robbing us of movement. If a chair is made to be more comfortable, you don't feel like getting up from that chair. If your bed is made to be more comfortable, you don't feel like getting out of that bed. But the problem is finding balance. You can have comfort, you can have wealth, you can have everything in your life, but with balance, it shouldn't rob you of movement. Today we have servants to do everything. The next time the doorbell rings, get up and open the door yourself. That's movement. There's nothing wrong with sitting as long as you get up at every interval. People say an hour, I say half an hour. Don't sit in one place for more than 30 minutes without getting up. Even if it's getting up for a minute, moving, you start that circulation. Get your own cup of water. Your servant doesn't have to get you that cup of water. Your servant doesn't have to get you your remote control for your TV. Answer your own doorbell. Put away your own stuff. We've got lost in comfort and spoilt in comfort. And yet we think, oh, I'm not lazy. I go to the gym for 1 hour every day, but you're sitting for the balanced 9 hours. That is sedentary active. And believe me, that is one of the biggest reasons why we have belly fat. Let's consider a woman who's just delivered a baby. Look at our moms and our grandparents. They delivered babies and they lost belly fat. There was no such thing as that pregnancy belly fat. But today, if you look in an ideal situation, a woman delivers and she has servants to do everything. The idea is deliver and still continue to do your household chores. Yeah, you can have a servant to help out and all of that stuff. But you have that belly fat and you're losing that pregnancy fat because you are inactive. And no, your answer is not going to a gym and working out for 1 hour in the gym, especially if you have a C-section or even a normal delivery for that matter, because the body has to recuperate, your hormones have to rebalance and all of that stuff. You cannot punish the weight of your body after delivering a baby. The idea is be active like your parents and your grandparents. They did their own work. They delivered a baby and they rested and they did their own work. I'm talking about movement. Something as simple as movement and not sitting in one place. Here's a simple exercise for all of you. Just calculate how much of time do you sit in a day. Now, yeah, a lot of you will be saying, I have a desk job. Yeah, don't change your job. You have a desk job, you got to sit. That's fine. But you have the power to get up every 30 minutes or 1 hour or 45 minutes. Stand up, touch your toes, do a back bend. Do 2 squats, walk and get a cup of water, go to the loo, go say hi to someone. Take your phone calls standing and walking. You have no idea how many steps you can get. You have 3 phone calls lined up for you, walk. And you see how much of time you would have spent walking, how many steps you would have got. You're stuck at an airport. Oh, I travel too much. I'm busy. I don't have time for exercise. No excuse for you. You can walk at airports, and believe me, waiting for a flight, a normal domestic flight can get you 6,000 steps. Just walking up and down in the airport, waiting for an international flight can get you 10,000 steps in that 3 hours of wait. It's possible if you put your mind to it. No, but we want to reach an airport and sit in the lounge or sit in a restaurant and eat and have a cup of coffee. Comfort. The world is selling comfort at us and we get attracted to that comfort and we sit and we lose out. The human body was never designed to sit. Go back to evolution. People were hunting, people were fighting in wars, people were searching for their own food, people were building homes, shelters, growing their own vegetables. There was movement all the time. The only time you probably sat was to eat a meal, and that too it was on the ground, which stimulates better digestion. Let me give you an example of comfort. Most people who have sleep problems, and try this, roll out your yoga mat tonight and sleep on your yoga mat. And believe me, you will fall asleep far sooner. When you do Shavasana on your yoga mat, most people fall asleep while doing it. And when you're on your bed, if you've ever tried mimicking Shavasana on your bed, you still don't fall asleep that way. Because with that bend and that softness in the mattress, your whole spine alignment and your oxygen intake and distribution to your cells change. Again, people sleep on the floor and they have the best sleep. It's not demeaning to sleep on the floor. Yeah, you can have the most expensive bed. That's not a problem either. It's not demeaning to sometimes clean your own house or put your own things away to get that kind of movement. It's responsibility and accountability. I can promise you, if you get movement in your life, forget about your 1 hour workout, because most people are even doing that wrong. They're either overtraining and undereating, or they're undertraining and they're overeating, or they're jumping from one fat exercise, thinking that exercise burns fat and calories and all of that stuff. But we all know belly fat doesn't work that way. So the idea is stop sitting if you can. If you're in a long, boring meeting with your boss, stand up. There's no problem. Stand up, and every 15 minutes, you can still listen. You can conduct a meeting standing up. Oh, there are so many inexpensive ways and lifestyle changes that you can make to prevent yourself from sitting. You're watching TV, your kids are watching TV. It's a simple rule. Every 15 minutes, pause it. Make your kids get up, do something. Don't make them sit and decrease their circulation at such a young age, because circulation means growth. And then go around flying to the US and asking doctors, oh, my child's not growing in height, give me some growth hormone injections and all of that stuff. It's circulation, simple science. The human body requires that. So you may want to get yourself one of those bands and track your overall movement, but I can promise you, if you get more steps in your day and if you sit less, people struggling with belly fat will really see a reduction in that belly fat. It doesn't have to be complicated. Look at the women in villages, farmers. Look how lean their bodies are. Are they working out in the gym? Are they on diets? Are they on supplements? Are they on superfoods? No. They eat light, they eat simple, they don't have any fancy times to eat, and they're moving all the time. They're active. There's your answer. It's in a village. It's in a farmer's diet. It's in a farmer's lifestyle. Should you even be looking further? Yeah, keep your comfort, keep your wealth, all of that stuff. One of the best exercises, the next time, observe your maid cleaning the floor. That is one of the most brilliant exercises to train your lower body and your core. They go on their haunches and then they move forward in a duck walk, moving their arms across with the rag or the wet cloth. What a fantastic movement. I challenge most of the women doing a 1-hour workout to do that and see how it trains your body. See how your legs burn. See how your core burns to stabilize that movement. Try it. I call it the Indian servant workout. Do it yourself. It's not demeaning. It's not demeaning to clean your own house where you're living. That's not a problem. Try it. It's time we get back to our roots. It's time we be humble. It's time we, realize the true meanings of comfort and freedom. And that's when we truly start healing. Other than that, you have every possible expensive commodity that you can buy and fail at in your attempt to lose weight or get healthy. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great evening. If this video inspired you, share it to inspire other people as well. Eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep. It's time we all reset our lives and go back to our roots. Have a good evening.